Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. We're going to start this video off by finishing up this mage run. At the beginning of the last video, I was 4-2, breezed through 7 games, now we're at 11-2, and we're going to start this video by deciding whether I make it to 12-2, or poop out at 11. Then whichever one of those things takes place, obviously we'll go and start the next arena and see how far we can get. It's been an interesting series for me. I've so far played all different classes, each one just a single time. My Paladin and Priest runs were first, and they were super delicious. They were 9 wins and 10 wins. Then I had a rough patch going 1-3-3-2 with Warlock, Warrior, Druid, and Hunter. And then I managed to get up to a nice 6-win run with Shaman. So all that's left is Mage and Rogue. This is the Mage, of course. Okay. Actually, I'm going to mulligan this Captain. This is the Mage run, so hopefully I'll get a Rogue in my next selection. If not, then I'll pick Rogue as soon as I can. And, other than that, yeah, life's pretty good. So, starting off this game, actually one of the worst draws I've had in a long time. Got nothing to do until turn 3 with the Wolf Rider. I can pray he coins into a 2-drop that Frostbolt will kill. And it looks like my prayer might be answered unless this is like a Haunted Spider. Oh, it's a Haunted Creeper. Well, I'm not going to Frostbolt that. I think that's a bad use of my time. Arcane Missile seems foolish. I don't like this. This was really unfortunate. Really unfortunate that this was the particular 2-drop that my opponent had. Now it'll kill my wolf. Oh god, this is getting uglier and uglier. Now I could Arcane Missile here, I suppose. And play the Panda. Alright, let's try Arcane Missiles. See what happens. Alright, so I get lucky and the wolf does die. So I guess I'll play the Panda then. Call it a day. I will get this water elemental down next turn, which is a plus. Hopefully there won't be any deadly shots or hunter's marks to kill it. At least my opponent has used up his coin. Scarlet Crusader is unfortunate. It will actually trade with the water elemental if I'm not careful. Okay, an interesting decision awaits me here. I could do a couple things. I could ping the Crusader and then throw the Panda at the Spider and then Frostbolt the Crusader. I don't know. We'll just bust these spiders open, play the Elemental, and hope that it catches me up. But my opponent had a super fast start. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. All drops on curve. I missed my second turn, essentially. My Panda arrived a turn late. If I could have played this on turn 2, that would have been a big difference. So yeah, that's not been a good draw for me. I assume he's going to have a Hunter's Mark for this Elemental, otherwise I don't know why he'd play the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Oh, I see. He's actually trying to get the Ghoul to kill the Elemental for him. Got it. Makes sense. Okay, that was a pretty solid move. However, luckily for me, I do have Frostbolt here. Am I actually going to use it? I don't think so. I think I'd much rather use... Well, hang on. So the Frostbolt can hit the face, but the Wolf Rider sticks around. If I use Wolf Rider to kill the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, I can ping the Crusader and kill the Spider. So would I rather have a Frostbolt in my hand or a Wolf Rider? They both deal 3 damage. The Frostbolt costs less mana, but the Wolf Rider sticks around. What is the right move strategically here? I'll play the Wolf Rider because this uses up my mana more efficiently, but I will go down not to my dying day not being 100% certain that I made the right call. Alright, so, smoke's cleared. He's got 5 cards, I've got 5, I'm about to have 6. I'm going to get an extra card from the Arcane Intellect. So, all things considered, I'm really making good use of my hero ability. It's really helping me stay in the game. Might actually pull me through. Now, he got this big dumb beast, which I can kill with a fireball. I will, however, instead play Sen'jin to protect my water elemental, hit him in the face, and ping him. I'm also going to ping him in the face. Now, the reason for that is I have 6, 9, 12 points of burn damage here. If I can get 13 more damage on him, I will win. If I can drag this game out, Pyroblast could let me win as well. If I get my other Fireball, that could let me win as well. He's got the kill command, unfortunately, for my Sen'jin. So my Elemental will die. Really unfortunate that he had the kill command, but, you know, he had a lot of outs to this situation, so I really shouldn't complain too much. He is frozen, can't use the boat to kill my Elemental, so at least I got that going for me. But I need minions now, and I do not have them. I have plenty of burn, though. Well, let's draw this. Okay. Mirror Entity it is. I hope he plays a good creature. If he plays some cheap trash, I could be in trouble. But I have a lot of burn in my deck. I have 6, 9, 12, 22. Just need a little bit more damage, and I need to not die, and I can win this game. Now, he's about to start beating me with this bow and this beast, so I could be in trouble. He elects to not play any minions, perhaps fearing a Mirror Entity. Quite possibly that is what he fears. I could kill this with Frostbolt, but I don't really see much point in that. We're just going to play the Direwolf. It's not Snipe. Frostbolt and Ping. I could kill it. That would cost me 3 damage. Really wouldn't save the wolf, but then he's probably going to hit the wolf with his bow. Alright, I think this is worth it. I'm not going to do any crazy arcane missiling here. Or am I? That's essentially like a Frostbolt to the face. Now, I'll hang on to that. We'll see if this wolf can count for 2 damage off of his bow. Or if this is an explosive trap and he's just going to let the wolf kill itself. Okay, the wolf was good for 2 damage. I'm at 24 health, which is a fair amount. I do, however, need to get some damage on this guy. So hopefully he gives me a good creature here and doesn't have removal to kill it. He's steady shotting me. I think he fears Mirror Entity. I think he's really sure it's Mirror Entity, which it's, I mean, I played it rather quickly, so yeah, it looks like he's pretty sure it's a Mirror Entity. Alright, well, what I'm going to do here is drop the commander. We'll find out if this is a freezing trap or not. Freezing trap is what I don't want it to be. And it is explosive trap, which is actually fine. So it damages my guy, but I still get the 4 damage through. And what I'm going to do here is actually Frostbolt his dumb face to stop him from attacking. I think I'm also going to Arcane Missile. So now, my plan is, actually, if my guy can hit him in the face, I will win next turn with Pyroblast. And I've also got Mirror Entity in case he plays a minion of some sort. What he needs here is Taunt. If he plays a Taunt, I have to Fireball his face in order to get him lower on health. And then I have to and I'll have to wait another turn to Pyroblast. He actually gets a Core Hound, that's serious. Very serious. But he doesn't have removal for my stuff. So he dodged the Mirror Entity that he seemed very sure of. Luckily for me, I've got the kill. Alright, that's 12 wins. So I won at least 8 games in a row. I think it was 8. I think it was 3-1, then I went to 4-1, then I lost a game. So yes, I think I won 8 games in a row. Maybe 9 if I misremember. And I'll pause here. I've been going through the prizes pretty quickly because I don't even care about gold anymore, but since that is 12 wins and that is rather momentous, we'll take a slow look here. What do we get? 225, a Golden Slam, a Golden Berserker, which are actually cards I will play with. I use both of these in my Control Warrior deck. And then 250 gold to top it off. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, well, normally at this point I would say thanks for watching, folks. Please like and or subscribe. Why don't you go ahead and like and or subscribe anyway, but the video is not done. We now continue onwards looking for a rogue and not finding it. Okay, well, what I'll do then, I suppose, is check out my quests. Like I said, I'm going to be following my quests. I have a Hunter, Mage, and Shaman thing. So, should I do Hunter? Be part of the evil. I am going to do Hunter, because my Paladin run was a good one. So I'm going to do a Hunter here. Try to avenge my horrifically bad last Hunter run. Alright, the best card here is the Knife Juggler, easily. Now, we have a choice between a really good endgame card or another really good 2-drop. I'll take the High Main. It's one of the best 6-drops in the game. We have a bunch of stuff here that would be nice to have, and this is kind of a tricky pick. I think the Buzzard has to pass in favor of removal. Which one, though? The Kill Command does more damage, but it costs more mana, and it might be inefficient if you don't have a Beast, whereas the Arcane Shot is just always reliable. I'll take the Kill Command, but I could see myself regretting that. Another Kill Command or a Yeti? I'll take a Kill Command. I think it's good to have those for more burnout potential. Take the Owl over the Timberwolf. The Timberwolf is speculative, whereas nowadays, you know, silence is a good thing, and plus it is a beast. Arcane Shot or the Bear. The Bear's a good beast, but I will take the Arcane Shot. I think just, you know, having the extra burn is always nice as a hunter. We'll take the Explosive Trap for removal and burn. And here, I don't have any 3-mana creatures yet. The Worgen's not exactly my favorite one. This, however, is a generic 2-mana minion. Granted, all I have for 2 mana is the Knife Juggler, so it's not like that big of a deal. Yeah, I'd rather have more 2-drops than 3-drops. Try to burn people out. With 2 Kill Commands, Explosive Trap, and Arcane Shot, this is looking like a burn deck, so I'm going to grab the Raider. Okay, Unleash the Hounds is an easy pick. And here, I think I'm going to resist the urge to take another high main. I'd like to get earlier drops, and 4 drops are what we are currently lacking. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I don't want to spend a 6 slot on the Wind Fury Harpy. The Gargoyle just hits so weakly, it's not useful, but the Shield Bearer is pretty junky. Alright, we'll take the Gargoyle just to avoid picking a mediocre 6 drop. Gotta choose between Explosive Shot and Eagle Horn Bow. So the Explosive Shot is fantastic removal, but the bow can go to the face. I'm going to take the bow for that reason. I do have a trap to set it off. I do have a Bloodseal Raider, which is some synergy. It's cheaper. It deals some damage, and it goes to the face. Alright, we'll grab the Buzzard here now that I have Unleashed the Hounds. A 3rd kill command, is that greedy? I can end up with a lot of spells and nothing to do. This is a pretty good 5 drop. I'm going to take the kill command. Let's just go for burn here. Alright, Deadly Shot's an important card. I'd rather have 1 Deadly Shot and 1 Explosive Trap than 2 explosives. Sometimes you need it to clear away big minions. You can take the Flare just for cycling. And getting rid of secrets, which can help sometimes against hunters or mages. Even paladins nowadays. Misdirection can be okay, can deal some extra burn damage. I don't want the Imp Master, don't really want any more 3 drops. Alright, I'll try the Misdirection, see if that works. Alright, we can go for Houndmaster or Web Spinner. I still don't want this Worgen now that I'm spiking at 3 mana. So for beasts, I have the Owl, the Buzzard, the Hounds, and the Savannah Highmane. Yeah, it's not good enough. I'll take the Web Spinner for some cycling / card draw. Alright, these are junky cards. We'll take another Bloodseal Raider. And Raid Leader would be good with Unleash the Hounds, but I'm going to take Freezing Trap to help out my bow and also to clear away big creatures. Oh my god, this is one of the worst things I have ever seen. Bestial Wrath is just borderline unplayable. But I mean, what else do you take here? The South Sea Captain? Alright, I'll take this. I think a 3/3 is better than that stupid buff card. Alright, here we'll take Spiteful Smiths just to have another big body. We're getting kind of late in the draft and I don't really have much endgame. Alright, Zombie Chow for some 1-drops. I don't really have those either except for the Web Spinner. Another Freezing Trap or an Ogre. Let's grab an Ogre to have some endgame in case we need it. Healing, I don't want any more 3-drops. We'll take the Stormer Knight for some more burnt potential and a good 4-drop. And now I gotta choose between Snake Trap or the Longbow. Actually, these are the 3 Hunter Epics I get to choose from here. Snake Trap could be good with my Buzzard. Could also help with Kill Command. Gladiator's Longbow could help me burn opponents out. But you know what? With 3 Kill Commands, I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job burning people out, especially when you counter in the Arcane Shot, the Explosive Trap, the Stormwind Knight, and even sometimes the Misdirection for extra damage. We'll take the Snake Trap. It's a tough call. I can definitely see people taking the Longbow there. Alright, we'll grab the Cult Master here. It's sort of like a ghetto Buzzard for Unleash the Hounds, drawing cards. I would have taken the best 2-drop in the game, but I already had so many 2-drops. Hunter's Mark is great, of course. We'll take that. Now, unfortunately, the cards went in the wrong order. If this had been the first pick, I would have taken the Hunter's Mark here, and then the next pick, the one that I took before this, had a Dark Iron Dwarf, which I would have liked. Here, though, I don't know if I want a second Hunter's Mark, but the alternatives are pretty grim. The Panda is sort of lame. I mean, what do I have that works with the Panda? Kind of, I could do another Silence. No. Not really. Nope. Not a chance. Yeah, there's really no synergy with that Panda. We'll take another Hunter's Mark, but I don't know. That might be too much removal, not enough actual stuff. Okay, do I take the Houndmaster or the Squire? Let's go for the Squire, get the early stuff going. Here's is just total junk. I will take him. Wow, this is like the lamest endgame rare ever. I have enough 2-drops. We'll take the Mind Control tech, I guess, for dire situations. So some of the picks there, I guess, might have been questionable. Maybe I should have taken the Houndmaster instead of the Argent Squire. Maybe I should not have taken 2 Hunter's Marks. I don't know. I might have misdrafted this slightly, but I think it came out okay. It's a very low curve, so I should be able to hit the ground running in most games. And then I'm a Hunter. Plus, I have a lot of additional burn, not just the hero ability, but Unleash the Hounds, Stormwind Knight, 3 Kill Commands, an Arcane Shot, an Eagle Horn Bow even. Yeah, maybe that Snake Trap should have been a Gladiator's Longbow. And then anyway, in emergency scenarios, I can also, I've also got some 6-drops, the Ogre and the Savannah Highmane. So this is a pretty bad hand. I don't really want any of this stuff. Let's fish for my 1 and 2s. Alright, well, the Ironbeak Owl is pretty dead for a while, but the Squire can go down on turn 1. I can Steady Shot on turn 2 and then drop the bow on turn 3 for some removal. See where we take it from there. The Owl could be nice against the Paladin if he drops a big buff on something. Alright, Stone Skin Gargoyle could be going on turn 3 instead of my bow. I would love a 2-drop, though. I don't actually want the steady shot on turn 2. Soul 1, or Soul, or Sue 1-1. I don't know exactly if those are ones, I's, or L's. He's thinking, though. Is he hovering over stuff? I think he was. Or is he just AFK? Oh my god. There we go. He's hovering over his hero portrait. That is a very important thing to examine at this juncture. I wonder. Alright, he plays an abusive sergeant, and I presume something else? No, he's just going to let me kill his abusive sergeant. Alright. Sounds good to me. It's really unfortunate I did not get anything to play there. He still has his coin. I'm hoping he coins into a 3-drop like an Ironford Grizzly that I can kill with a bow. Or like a Raging Organ. Alright, he's going into a 3-drop. Is it something I can kill, or is it a Harvest Golem or something dumb? It's a Shade of Naxxramas. Well, I cannot interfere with that at the moment. It will kill my Argent Squire. Shade of Naxxramas, as I've said before, I think is an overrated card. You don't really want to just let it sit on the board forever and then building up, but if you attack with it, it's basically just a 3/3 for 3. I really wish the Stoneskin Gargoyle healed at the end of your turn. It would be a whole lot better that way. You could attack with it and then heal up. Alright, so he's trying to get this Questing Adventurer thing going. And I admit this is a difficult situation. I think the more dangerous card is the Shade, because it definitely grows. Questing Adventurer, you know, might grow. And so here I can't really attack into this guy, because he's going to play a card and then kill off my Stoneskin Gargoyle, so I'm just going to hit his face. I hope he doesn't have too much going on. I mean, I do have this Owl as an insurance policy against the Questing Adventurer. It just sucks to have to use that instead of being able to play a 4/6. Got a Dark Iron Dwarf, so that'll be a 5/3 temporarily. That will kill my Stoneskin Gargoyle. Quite tragically. But the quote-unquote good news is that I can now just play the Spiteful Smith, because the Owl wouldn't have really done anything for me. Hopefully Web Spinner will be a good beast. Hopefully not Angry Chicken or Captain's Parrot. Though that is, of course, inevitable. You'll sometimes get those. You always hope it's not going to be those two. Even Stone Tusk Boar is better than Captain's Parrot and Angry Chicken. Although, I think the Young Dragonhawk has to deserve a mention on the list of beasts you prey that Web Spinner never gives you. Zombie Chow, rather tragically, is unplayable right now. I don't really want to give my opponent 5 health if he can just kill it with one of his minions. I'm holding out for Unleash the Hounds and a combo with either the Starving Buzzard or the Cult Master. That could get me back into this. That's a strong minion there. Alright, what do I get? I get a Stampeding Coda, which is unfortunately at the time not useful. Alright, we're going to make a little bit of an odd play. I am going to kill this dwarf. And I'm going to Deadly Shot that thing. Oh, also play Zombie Chow and Steady Shot. So what I'm thinking here is, you know, if he uses removal on the Zombie Chow, he'll get 5 health. But at least then he won't be using that removal on the Spiteful Smith. And if the Zombie Chow can hit him once, you know, that greatly diminishes the health gain that it's going to give the opponent. I use a Deadly Shot to kill a 4-mana minion, which is a little bit, you know, aggressive, you could say. But I'm just hoping he doesn't have a good follow-up. I feel like I'm behind here. Even though the cards are alright, I am in tough shape. He's going to kill the Zombie Chow. No, he's going to kill the bigger creature, which is smart. And follow up with Scarlet Crusader, which is unfortunate because I don't have any good answer to it. Bah. Well, Knife Juggler. Oh man, this is probably not a good idea. But I am going to play Ironbeak Owl and hope that the Knife Juggler hits that Scarlet Crusader. Gotta take chances. And it whiffs. Could have used Unleash the Hounds as a removal card for the Scarlet Crusader. but I elected not to do that. Damn. That was a very important coin flip, because now one of my minions will die. He should really kill the knife juggler. Killing the zombie chow here, I believe, is a mistake, because the zombie chow is 5 health at some point, no matter what. Whereas the knife juggler could wreak havoc if you let it live. So he needs to kill the knife juggler and just let the zombie chow die later. Stormwind Knight will take out my knife juggler. I presume anyway. Is he going to put a defensive shield on it? He is. Well, that's alright. This is fine. So what's going to happen now is I will keep one minion on the table, which is the owl. I'll use the owl to kill this. I'll use Stampeding Kodo to kill that. And I'll steady shot him in the face. So how's this game looking? It's actually looking alright, I think. I have a creature. I have as many cards as he does. I have Unleash the Hounds, which as soon as I find a Buzzard or Cult Master can get me a bunch of cards. If he builds up minions, as long as they are not taunting minions, the Hounds could deal a lot of damage, and I might be able to win. I mean, I've got 5 damage here. Oh, that's not what I wanted to see. I wanted to see lots of little minions, not one big one. Well, let's think about this. I've got 3 plus 5 is 8, 9, 10. Oh, okay, I've got a lot of damage. I've got 3 plus 10 is 13. 15 damage. He's down to 6 health. I think we ignore his minions here. We hit him in the face. We steady shot. And my hope is now that he plays more minions down so that Unleash the Hounds can deal more damage. Maybe I'll find a Cult Master or something, or a Hunter's Mark so I can kill the Ogre, or maybe I can just kill him. We'll see. The Hounds will turn on my kill commands, which is important. So again, I've got 10 damage here, plus the Hounds, which is, let's say, 3 damage. So it's 13 damage. I can't play these 3 cards and Steady Shot, unfortunately. But, oh boy. Well, now I gotta do some very careful calculation. He has... Oh man. This is interesting. I can actually deal 5 plus 10 is 15 damage, and then I'm 1 shy of killing him. 1 minute shy of killing him with Steady Shot. He has 13, 15, 16, 17 damage. He'd have to deal 6 damage to me with 2 cards. 6 damage to me with 2 cards. 6 damage with 2 cards. It's possible, of course. True Silver Champion plus any source of 2 damage. But I think I am more likely to win because he doesn't have 6 damage with 2 cards than I am to win by any other means, so we'll just leave it alone. I could have killed off a recruit to make it him having to deal 7 damage, but he'd have to have True Silver Champion or Blessing of Kings, and his other card would have to deal 2 damage, which is, you know, a little bit of a tall order. If he had more cards, I would be more afraid. Again, 13, 14, 16, 17 damage. I have 6 health. 11 remaining after all that stuff hits me. You know, if he has a raid leader, I guess, that would have been 5 damage. I should have considered that. Anyway, he doesn't have it, thankfully, so we win the first game. A little bit of a tall order, but that is how this deck has to work, folks. It's got to be a burnout victory. I mean, I took a lot of removal instead of taking good minions, so I need to go for the burnout paradise. And the first game works out. So I'll see if the second game can do likewise. My last Hunter game was really embarrassing. I was like, oh, Hunter is one of my best. Hunter is actually my best arena class. I've done better with Hunter than anyone else. And then I proceeded to just get smoked. Embarrassing. Alright, Zombie Chow comes up in the early game. I will mulligan, actually all this stuff. Let's just go for minions. I've got a decent amount of 2-mana minions. There's one. Okay, perfect. So I could do something wacky like Coin into the Raider and then play Snake Trap, but let's get the Zombie Chow out here. While it's just basically a 2-mana minion that costs 1 mana with no drawbacks. And then we'll see where we take it from there. Alright, Leper Gnome. Not bad. I will happily play Zombie Chow here. Of course, she can use Leper Gnome to kill Zombie Chow and ping it, but that would be her entire turn, and I have another minion right after it. So I'm feeling alright about this. She pings my face and hits my face. I don't know. I think it's a bit of a mistake. The reason I consider that a mistake is simply that now she has to spend her third turn killing my zombie chow, which is not as good as spending her second turn. She had nothing else to play. She just pinged my face, so she might as well have used her lack of anything to do to kill zombie chow. Now she has to kill the zombie chow off, and it's her third turn doing that. Well, she's lucky she had a mana worm. That's unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed. Alright, I could play Snake Trap here. And I think I will do the Snake Trap. Should I hit her, or should I hit her Mana Worm? I'll hit her Mana Worm and play Urgent Squire. Seems pretty likely the Snake Trap's going to fire, if not this turn, then soon. And then next turn I'll play Twilight Drake. It'll be a Chillwind Yeti that is silenceable, but it'll still be pretty solid. Okay, let's just hope the opponent has no Arcane Explosions. Snake Trap I would expect to be a pretty surprising secret. Usually people don't see that coming, at least I don't. Does she have Arcane Explosion? She has a Haunted Creeper. Does she have Arcane Explosion? She does not have Arcane Explosion. Thank goodness. This Haunted Creeper is quite good in context. It will kill off 1, 2, 3, 4 of my 1-mana minions. But alas, there's really not much I can do about it. We're going to play the Twilight Drake, and now we're going to start hitting her in the face. Throwing away 2 snakes just to kill this thing and then have 2 more things pop out seemed kind of pointless. So yeah, the Haunted Creeper is a pretty great answer to lots of 1/1s. Acolyte of Pain is going to have to redivert my Twilight Drake, which is unfortunate. I would have loved to hit her for 4, but I can't let her get infinity cards with this Acolyte. Misdirection. That does not help, actually. But I'm going to play it, and the reason I'm going to play it is that actually I don't think she's going to attack me this turn. She's going to be picking off my minions. So I think I'm alright. Is it worth it to coin for an explosive trap? No, not really. So this direction, again, not a great secret if she were to attack my face, but I just can't fathom her attacking my face here. So Snake Trap got countered by the Haunted Creeper quite handily. I am embarrassed to confront. But if this Twilight Drake is allowed to live and attack, we should start considering possibilities for burnout, because I've got 4, 6, 7 damage here. 8, 9, 10. Mirror image. Well, do I play Unleash the Hounds here? It's a big risk. I get 5 hounds. Well, I only get 4 hounds, so only 4 will fit. But Flame Strike then kills everything off. Yeah, I don't think that's smart. We're just going to play the Ogre then. Kill that, and get another point of damage through. So hopefully this Ogre can attack once. That would be nice. If she spends a Fireball or a Polymorph killing it, that would be her whole turn. Looks like she has got the Flame Strike. Yep, and then everything dies, but she will have to lose her Water Elemental for the privilege. And now Misdirection gets totally wasted on the spider. So that did not work. I missed my chance to attack. I didn't attack with the Ogre. That was just bad. Well, alright. We're getting good drop after good drop here. Let's pass the turn. Polymorph would just be the end of my life. But if this thing can attack once, I might still catch up and win. Provided she doesn't put out any taunts to stop my hounds from getting through. Still have not seen either one of my hunter's marks. Could the miracle be taking place? The miracle of Christmas that she did not get a polymorph to kill my Savannah Highmane with? Dark-Iron Dwarf, looks like that may indeed be the case. Even worse, she's actually going to pop this Highmane, it seems, and give me my 2 hyenas. Which is, all things considered, rather smart. Better the hyenas than the Highmane, I suppose. Leopard Gnome. Never used my coin. Alright, is it worth it to Starving Buzzard and Hounds here? Get 2 cards. Do I think I'm ever gonna get more than 2 cards? I think I should just do this. I have nothing else to do if I do not do this. So the Hounds and the Buzzard are 2 cards spent that replace themselves. And yes, we are now going to Cult Master. So all of a sudden I went from trying to go for a burnout victory to a card advantage victory. Plenty of health, so I can afford to eat that Leper Gnome. I'm going to throw these hyenas into the dwarf. Get get more cards. I now have 13 batillion cards. The Cult Master and the Buzzard is a really good thing to have on the board, because if the opponent doesn't have master removal to kill them both at the same time, it's kind of awkward. She wants to ping the Buzzard, but that gives me a card from the Cult Master, so she needs to kill this first. Just a little bit of a difficult situation for her to deal with. Now I've got 2, 4 damage, 6 damage. Kind of far from burning her out, honestly. It's not going to happen anytime soon. She's got another Haunted Creeper, but this Cult Master hits for 4, which is not to be underestimated. That's a significant chunk of damage. She will decide to finish off the Buzzard, and then do that. Alright. So I've got a lot of burn now. I've got 5, 7, 9, 11 damage. 5, 16 damage. And then that is 18. She's pretty much dead. She can't burn me out. Doesn't have enough cards or minions. I'll hit very weakly. Okay. Well, I think we're going to go for the face then. Now, do I need to use the kill command right now? I don't, because I have an owl in my hand, so I can surprise her with the kill command later. What I'll do is I'll put down my minions first, and I don't want to miss opportunities to steady shot. So I'm going to start the heat there. There's just no way she can kill me in this situation. I'm at 21 health, she only has 2 cards. She cannot possibly kill me. And I've got in my hand 5, 7, 9 burn damage. Okay, she elects to kill off my Cult Master, which is pretty smart. Don't know why she did that instead of pinging it. She could have pinged the Cult Master, had it die, and then used the spider to kill my Buzzard, or my wolf. Maybe, though, she wanted the spider to die. Maybe she wanted to get these 2 spiders out here. With 2 kill commands now, this game is definitely at an end, so we will rock you. Rock you, rock you. And that, as they say, is that. Burnout Paradise, mission achieved. Elrond 423 goes down without much of a fight. I survived a Flame Strike, a Mana Worm and a Mirror Image, though thankfully at different times, a Water Elemental. So she had some good cards, but she was missing Fireball and Polymorph, and the Polymorph in particular would have allowed her to get rid of the Highmane. As it is, with the Highmane it was ridiculous. She used 2 creatures to kill it, and then a 3rd creature to kill off the hyenas. And then I also got the Cult Master, so the hyenas gave me cards. It was just insane card advantage. Even though I burned her out, I didn't even really need to. I could have just won regularly. Good times. Good times. I've actually won all the games in this video so far, which is nice. I think actually it was during my second good run, so I had the good Paladin run, then I had a good Priest run, and I commented that usually things go in streaks where I like win a lot and I feel invincible. I am invincible! But then I go on like a horrible streak. So I went on a horrible streak, and now I'm starting off anyway on a pretty good streak. Psy, or Peachy, the mage. Oh, to have the coin in this situation. Well, misdirection, I don't know, we'll save that for later. But the 2 drops I will keep, even though I can only play one of them at a time. Maybe I'll get the Eaglehorn Bow, and I can play this guy on turn 4. Got the Highmane rather early. Not a fan of the Highmane versus mages because they can just polymorph it, which sucks. And I get misdirection back. Well, this sucks. I really would have wanted to be the 2nd player with this particular hand. Hopefully she has a slow start. I don't want this person to coin anything out. Nope. Stop. 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 Flick your cards and don't play anything past a turn. Pass a turn. Pass a turn. Oh, pass a turn, please. For the love of God. Thank you. Ah, Jesus. Right, lots of 2s. Well, that's what I get for drafting a deck filled with 2s, I guess. Let's see if she spends her turn Frostbolting this thing. I actually wouldn't even mind that. Better to have this die to Frostbolt than something more valuable. And we have an unstable ghoul situation. I can't kill it at the moment. Hunter's Mark would be a little bit overeager, I think. Let's do the... Well, actually, hold on. Snake Trap's terrible because if this thing dies, all the snakes will actually die too. So if I played Snake Trap and she attacked into my Raider, I'd get 3 snakes and they would all be guaranteed to die because I don't have an owl. So what I'm going to do instead is just play this thing. Pass the turn. I'll try to attack into this with both of them the following turn. Pretty good drop for the opponent here. She has a 4 drop now, which is a bit frustrating. The good news is if it's something really good, I can actually Hunter's Mark it and use her own unstable ghoul against her. In fact, that seems to be what's just about to happen. So, tempting as the Stormwind Knight is, got a Hunter's Mark, it's elemental. Run in there. Wait a minute, I can actually play the Stormwind Knight anyway, can't I? It doesn't... Hunter's Mark costs 0 mana. I could drop these both down to 1 health, or I could have this one be at 2, this one be at 1. I think this actually is worth it, because I could play these traps, but the traps won't do me a whole lot of good if my minions are all going to die. So we'll get our little army of dudes and pass the turn. So this is actually solid. Now she can spend half her mana killing this, but I still have 4 damage to put out. Next turn I can put out my traps, and then after that I have the high main. Problem is I have nothing to bait a polymorph with, so the high main can just eat a polymorph. Cone of Gold is a good card there. Stops her from taking 4 damage, and on top of this, it kills off one of my creatures and primes another one for death the following turn. I play a 4/4 for 4, which is underwhelming. And card-wise, well, I'm about to lose this thing, I assume, so that's 5 to 6. I'm about to draw my 6th. Yeah, this is going to get polymorphed. Probably. Polymorph is a common that almost never gets passed, and there's been no reason to use a polymorph yet for my opponent this game. So it's really likely this will get polymorphed. I could slow down by Snake Trap, Misdirection, and then Steady Shotting, I guess. But I'd rather get something in the 4 mana range to bait the polymorph out with. Stop playing things, stop playing things. No! Oh, Elven Archer. Who plays Elven Archer? Ah, Jesus. Alright, well, do I play this, just have her polymorph? I mean, she's going to have to spend her whole turn polymorphing it, which is its own kind of advantage, I guess. Alright, let's go for the burn. 6 damage is a lot of damage. I'm about to get some snakes. Still a turn away from Flame Strike. And I can play Misdirection for some extra damage later if I think she's going to start hitting my face. She checks for Freezing Trap, finds Snake Trap. Nah, I just need her not to have any blizzards or arcane explosions, and we're good. Oh boy, does she have an arcane explosion here? Healer is fine, I don't care about that, that's fine. And a mirror image, well, that's actually kind of annoying. I have to spend a lot of damage getting through this, but that's okay. I will accept this. Alright. So a Freezing Trap and a Misdirection. One of her minions will get frozen and sent back to her hand. And the other one is going to hit something else. If it goes for my face. But she probably won't attack my face till all my minions are dead. Well, if she has Flame Strike, I'm screwed. There's no question about that. No Flame Strike. It is my, it seems, lucky day. She should check for Freezing Trap with a Darkscale Healer to get an extra heal, I suppose. But she goes for the... Oh, well, I don't even know. She seems confused. So the Elemental gets frozen. She'll have to replay that for 6 mana, which she cannot do at the moment, which is good. She can now kill my Stoneskin Gargoyle. And play Arcane Missiles. Oh my gosh, that's a really good card here. Hit my face. Alright, so 2 minions died and I took one into the face. Could have been worse, but that was a pretty good card. And she draws some cards. Should have done this first. You should always draw cards first. Oh man. Alright, so we got the Knife Juggler. You know what? I just can't wait any longer. We gotta do this. Alright, so now she'll spend half her mana polymorphing the high main, but at the very least, she won't be able to replay the water elemental. Now she's going to get the Dragonling Mechanic and a polymorph. That means I do get to keep my sheep, which is good, because every extra point of damage counts. I am out of cards here, unfortunately. No, she doesn't have polymorph. She has Fireball, which is significantly different, because I still have these hyenas. And my Knife Juggler gets to fling knives. And it does kill off Mr. Bitey, which is important. I should have attacked my Knife Juggler first. Zombie Chow. Do I play Zombie Chow here? Giving her back 5 health? I don't think I can afford to. We are going for the burnout victory. I hope I get my kill commands soon. What else could I want? Unleash the Hounds. Cult Master if these things don't all die. Alright, it's going to be a fight to the wire here, I think. Spectral Knight is not a taunting creature, which is good. Panda is not a taunting creature, which is good. Misdirection saves me some damage, and it might hit her in the face, which is also good. The nice thing about Misdirection is she's probably going to kill my minions first, and then attack. Alright, Do I use the hounds here? I don't think it's worth it to use the hounds. Wouldn't quite kill her next turn, and I might as well keep the surprise. Now, the risk is, of course, if she drops a taunt, but if she had a taunt, she would have played it last turn, so I don't think she's got one. Might as well wait for the extra minion so I can get the kill. Okay, does she have a Sun Fury Protector? That would save her. But I might actually let her win the game if she got a Sun Fury Protector. Alright, 1 in 3 chance I'll win on the spot. Nope. The panda hits her Spectral Knight and dies, which is actually kind of bad because it means I can't play Hounds. Is she going to get a Mirror Image for free off the Sorcerer's Apprentice? That could save her as well. She doesn't have it, though. Whew. That was a little close. I was really on the wire, completely out of cards. But, you know, I've lost to Hunters in similar circumstances, so it's only fair that being a Hunter in such a circumstance, I would win. Alright, well, I think that'll do it for this video. So, folks, thanks for watching this exciting video where I got to 12 wins and started off a pretty nice run with the Hunter. I'll be back soon with the rest of this run and possibly another. Take care, folks. Oh, yes, and like and or subscribe, yada yada.